Africa is a continent that's known for its rich history, culture, and art. In this video, we'll be focusing on Western Africa, specifically Mali, Liberia, Ghana, Niger, and Nigeria. Mali. In Mali, the most common activities that show culture are music and dance. So, the making of masks for these dances are a big proponent of their visual art. Groups such as the Dogon dancers and the Mbabara create masks that can be more than 10 feet tall. These masks are mostly made out of wood because carvers believe that trees have a spiritual soul and are a natural home for the masked spirit. But these masks can also be made of light stone, copper, bronze, and different types of fabric. These masks can be worn over the face, but can be made to be worn like a hat. Overall, these masks lack realism in order to emphasize that the African culture distinguishes the essence of culture from its looks.
Now we will take you to another part of Africa known as Liberia. In Liberia, there are a group of people called the Dans. The Dans people show particular skill in an art form called lume, which means wooden person. These large wooden figurines are meant to show naturalistic women from their culture. While researching, I found that these figures were meant to be representative of living individuals, not ancestors or other deceased parties. These figures are meant to bring prestige to the owners, who are expected to hold a large feast when unveiling their figures. The figures are meant to have characteristics similar to those seen in the Dan communities. Female beauty among the Dan is often signified by sagging and heavy breasts, scarification, which is the act or instance of scarifying, which is defined as to make shallow incisions in the skin, especially as a medical procedure or traditional cosmetic practice, neck fat, and intricate hairstyles. All of these characteristics are not only seen by beautiful women of the Dan, but also in their lifelike figures. And as you can see here, we have an example of what scarification looks like fresh, and then what healed scarification looks like. Next, we have another group in Liberia called the Bassa people, who also show immense skill in carving figurines. However, they make another kind of figurine called zoomorphic figures. These wooden figures show animal-shaped bodies with at least one, if not more, human faces attached to the animalistic bodies. The purpose of these figures were unknown, but are nonetheless a part of Liberian artwork and culture. Next, we have one last form of artwork seen by the Liberian people, which is ga riri or mask. This artwork is also created by the dance people and uses different materials like various beads, metal, wood, cowrie shells, fiber, cloth, netting, and even teeth. These masks are often used for rituals, entertainment, and social control. The masks were believed to be powerful spirit forces called glee.
Ghana, one of the major countries in West Africa, dating back to the 11th century, has created its very own form of art by using symbols called a dinkra in the 13th century. The symbols are made up of many elements and principles such as patterns, rhythm, unity, color, shape, and many more. The symbols are used on the cloth, creating a variety of clothing. The symbols as shown in the image are also used on stamps. And the last image is just a small portion of pottery that is made from the symbols of a dinkra.
The West African country of Niger was a country that was fully ruled by a military-style government until 1993, when it had its first presidential elections to break free from this type of government rule. Before then, the military government that ruled Niger had a very strict hold on the citizens and gave extreme limitations towards self-expressive actions. Due to the country only recently breaking free from military government, the current government system is still very limited towards the citizens in self-expression, thus making artwork in Niger also extremely limited. However, the types of art patterns that would be seen in artwork throughout Niger can often be seen on the basic cultural wares that you would see average citizens wearing today. Types of patterns that you would see would often be Islamic style. Islamic style of arts use abstract patterns of lines and basic shapes, often with vibrant colors. And with Niger being 94% Islamic, these patterns would be quite prevalent on things such as hats, body wraps, and maybe even ceremonial knives.
A major aspect of Nigerian art is that they draw their inspiration from their traditional folk heritage of their religion. Types of arts that they create are carvings, patterns, glasswork, and wood carvings. Wood carvers create a special figure for temples and representations of the spiritual image of the earth, sea, sky, water, fire, and thunder. Large wooden masks that are created are a part of the animist faith of the Yoruba people, which predates Christianity in their country. Famous Nigerian artists are Uche Okiki, Ben Enuowu, and Aina Anabalu.
As you can see, Western African art is largely made up of masks that represent many aspects of African culture. With all the art found in just one area of this continent, it's easy to see why Africa is known for its rich presence of art. Check the description box below for a bibliography of all our information and pictures, which can serve as further reading.